So the Pizza Express Jazz Club has been open for just over 40 years now, and so through the years it just expanded and just got bigger. It used to be a very small place, and they just bought, I think, another basement and made it much bigger. So now the club can hold about 110 or a bit more people, and we get gigs every night, and from world-class artists. So jazz from very sort of traditional to contemporary, smooth jazz. So it's quite a wide panel of musical genres, basically. So in the past, I've been using different recording setup. A 002 with Pro Tools, Pro Tools LE before. Then I upgraded to the Apogee Ensemble, which was similar type of number of I/O, and then eventually moved up to the Symphony Mobile system, which was great. 32 ins and outs at any sample rate, and up to the point where I discovered MADI and RME with the MADI face and the Micstasy, which basically allowed me to have same amount of same kind of specs in a way, but in a much more flexible way, and also to be able, because I do a lot of mobile recording, and having that sort of setup really means that I can virtually be anywhere and even far away. This in comparison is so much lighter. So when you have to actually carry it around from A to B to the studio to the recording place, location, it's actually very light. And with that, it doesn't actually produce that much heat. One of the first features I've discovered with the Micstasy, which I thought was amazing, is the auto set function, which is basically a way to almost instantly set the gain of all the preamps in a sort of automatic way, whereby you then avoid having distortion or clipping. But also it doesn't work like a compressor does. So if, for instance, you wouldn't get a sort of pumping effect if the compressor is set too hard or that kind of thing. So it's just very, very easy, especially when the band, for instance, a band comes, they don't have time or for whatever reason for a sound check. You can just have all the preamps set. And basically, as soon as they start playing, everything gets set automatically, and within seconds, you're just up and running. The other thing which I think is amazing is the Total Mix software package that comes with all RME products, actually, and which allows you to basically give as many as you want different kind of mixes as you have physical output. Or virtual outputs, actually. So in this case, with the Micstasy or the MADI phase, you could run 64 monitor mixes, so which obviously is a lot, and latency free, and it's just fantastic. Another feature that is amazing with the Micstasy is that it also acts as a mic splitter, whereby you obviously input a plug-in on your microphones, and you've got analog out straight after the preamps, so which are digitally controlled via MADI. So it's fantastic having a remote control capability, which allows you to just set this one up, plug everything in, and then just leave it where it is, go wherever your computer is or at the desk, and you can just remotely control everything via software, which is free and provided through the website, RME's website. And on the software, you find all of the functions that are on those ones, as well as any other units that you might add to the MADI chain. So yeah, it's a fantastic tool. Well, basically, I started off with one Micstasy, so 18 8-outs setup. And for this particular gig where I've got to record legendary saxophone player Luc Saint-Martin, I just needed to actually add another 8-channel preamps. And basically, because of the MADI connection, which allows all that, it's very easy. You up and running within seconds, just basically daisy chain the 2 units via fiber optics, and that's it. You're just up and running. So at the back of the units, obviously you would plug in all the your microphone cables, input and output, in this case to the front of house of the club, which come back to the desk at the back. And also I've got 2 fiber optic cables just running all the way across to the MADI face, which is hooked up on the computer by the sound desk. Again, one fantastic thing about the fiber optics, you can actually run it up to 2 kilometers. So virtually I could be at home doing the same thing, which I think is great. So the quality of the recordings, or even just the preamps, of course, are fantastic. And actually, 2 days ago, there's a singer that came here and sang, and she literally told me, I use the same setup, as in same microphones, everything, and she said the sound has never been as good as today. And I thought, oh, maybe I just discovered something, but actually I think it was just because of the preamps. So they're just fantastic, very clear, very transparent, and obviously that relates to any recording applications that you might do. Okay, well, basically, I would say one of the first things is in terms of the musicians you might come across that are, world-class jazz trained, for the most of them, musicians. So, they're really controlled, or they have great control of their instruments, of their level, most of them. Know how to play together in a band. Not that in rock, of course, they don't, but so in terms of recording, you always, after, I would say, a very transparent and open sound that would really translate as close as possible from what it was originally. And so although you can close mic everything, but you don't necessarily have to, and it's, just give it a bit more open sound and not as processed. I think that's the main difference. And for this, those preamps are great because they're very transparent, great dynamic range, not almost virtually noise free. So they're just perfect for this application. If they want to actually hear some of those recordings, every month I produce a podcast through the Pizza Express Jazz Club, which is available on iTunes, so you can find it there. Also, if you want to find out more about what I do, my website is www.oneland.co.uk. And yes, keep in touch, have a look, and enjoy. Thank you.